There is a phrase older than creation, stronger than storms, sharper than swords, and recognized in every realm of heaven. It is written that these 4 words are not poetry, they are not tradition, they are not religious language. They are the legal code of the kingdom, the courtroom language of heaven, the command phrase that causes angels to rise, demons to scatter, and creation to obey. It is written that this is how Jesus fought. This is how Jesus won. This is how Jesus spoke. Not with emotion, not with argument, not with explanation, with scripture, with authority, with the word. When the enemy came whispering in the wilderness, Jesus did not negotiate. He did not debate. He did not reason. He answered with the eternal decree. It is written that, and the enemy left him, because darkness cannot stand in the presence of the written words spoken with faith. This is the language of heaven. This is the vocabulary of victory. This is the sound that shakes the unseen. It is written that by his stripes I am healed. This is not a hope. This is not a wish. This is not a possibility. This is the decree of God. Heaven hears it. Hell fears it. Your body responds to it. It is written that the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Lack bows to this. Fear breaks under this. Provision rises to meet this. It is written that no weapon formed against me shall prosper. Weapons may form. Storms may rise. Winds may howl. But the word stands unmoved, and everything that comes against you must fail. It is written that the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. This is the promise over prodigals. This is the banner over wandering sons and daughters. This is the decree over grandchildren who have lost their way. Heaven does not forget the seed of the righteous. Heaven does not abandon covenant children. Heaven does not lose track of the lost. Heaven brings them home. It is written that the Lord will perfect that which concerns me. This is the word over your daughter and son-in-law. This is the word over their first home. This is the word over their future. God finishes what he starts. God completes what he begins. God perfects what concerns his people. It is written that he makes the storm a calm. This is the word in the boat. This is the word in the night. This is the word when the waves rise. Storms do not respond to fear. Storms respond to command. Storms bow to the word. Be still. It is written that. And when you pray in tongues, when the Spirit takes over, when the burden lifts, when the peace settles, when the assignment completes, the Rhema of heaven whispers into your spirit, it is done. For the language of heaven is not long. It is not complicated. It is not emotional. It is authoritative. It is final. It is written that. This is the believer's weapon. This is the believer's shield. This is the believer's inheritance. This is the believer's voice. Speak it over your body. Speak it over your home. Speak it over your children. Speak it over your future. Speak it over your storm. Speak it over your day. Speak it over your night. Speak it until the atmosphere bends. Speak it until the burden breaks. Speak it until the Spirit says, enough. For heaven is waiting for the sound. Angels are waiting for the command. Creation is waiting for the voice of the sons of God. And the voice of the sons of God begins here. It is written that. This is the word. This is the Rhema. This is the language of heaven. This is the decree of the kingdom. This is the truth that cannot be shaken. And this is what we speak. This is what we teach. This is what we live. Until the written word becomes the spoken word. And the spoken word becomes the manifested word. And the manifested word becomes the testimony of the believer. It is written that. And that is enough. There is a language the earth does not know. A sound the natural mind cannot produce. A vocabulary that does not rise from emotion, fear, or intellect. It is the language of heaven. And the church must learn it again. For heaven does not move because we panic. Heaven does not respond because we worry. Heaven does not shift because we cry. Heaven moves when the word is spoken. Heaven responds when the Rhema is released. Heaven acts when the believer gives voice to what God has already said. It is written that by his stripes I am healed. This is not a sentence. This is not a memory verse. This is the sword of the Spirit. This is the Rhema of God. This is the sound angels recognize. For angels do not respond to emotion. They do not respond to fear. They do not respond to silent intentions. They respond to the voice of His word. And when the believer speaks the word has a voice. This is why storms obey. This is why sickness bows. This is why darkness retreats. This is why demons flee. Because heaven's language carries heaven's authority. Remember the storm on the sea. The wind was not natural. The waves were not random. The storm was demonic, designed to destroy, to delay, to drown. But Jesus did not panic. He did not negotiate. He did not explain. He spoke. Be still. Heaven's language is always short, always sharp, always final. Storms do not respond to conversation. Storms respond to command. And the same Spirit that spoke through Him speaks through you. The same authority that calmed the sea rests on the believer. The same Rhema that silenced the storm is in your mouth. It is written that the Lord is my refuge and my fortress. It is written that no weapon formed against me shall prosper. It is written that He makes the storm a calm. This is the language of heaven. And when the prodigal wanders, heaven still speaks. For the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. This is not a hope. This is not a wish. This is not a maybe. This is the decree of God. For when you prayed in tongues for that pastor's grandchildren, the burden lifted. The weight broke. The assignment completed. The Spirit finished the work. And heaven whispered the Rhema into your spirit. It is done. Tongues is the language of the Spirit. Tongues is the doorway to the unseen. Tongues is the training ground of heaven's vocabulary. Tongues is the place where the believer's mouth is taught by God Himself. And when the believer speaks in tongues, angels move. Assignments activate. Battles shift. Chains break. Because tongues is not noise. Tongues is not emotion. Tongues is not confusion. Tongues is heaven speaking through clay. The Lord will perfect that which concerns you. The blessing of the Lord makes rich and adds no sorrow. The steps of the righteous are ordered by the Lord. You shall dwell in houses you did not build. This is the Rhema of heaven for their home. Not pressure. Not striving. Not fear. Not guessing. Just the word. Just the promise. Just the sound heaven recognizes. For the believer cannot live a supernatural life with natural speech. Earthly language describes. Heavenly language creates. Earthly language reacts. Heavenly language commands. Earthly language reports. Heavenly language releases. This is why the church must learn the language of heaven. Because health is spiritual before it is physical. Peace is spiritual before it is emotional. Wisdom is spiritual before it is intellectual. Strength in old age is spiritual before it is biological. Favor is spiritual before it is relational. Provision is spiritual before it is financial. Everything you need begins in the Spirit. Everything heaven gives begins with a word. Everything the believer receives begins with Rhema. So speak forgiveness quickly. Speak healing boldly. Speak peace confidently. Speak favor daily. Speak wisdom generously. Speak protection intentionally. Speak life continually. Speak the word relentlessly. For heaven is waiting for the sound. Angels are waiting for the command. The Spirit is waiting for agreement. Creation is waiting for the voice of the sons of God. It is written that this is the Rhema of the word. This is the language of heaven. This is the sound that moves angels. This is the voice that calms storms. This is the word that brings prodigals home. This is the truth that heals bodies. This is the power that builds houses. This is the faith that overcomes the world. And this is what we teach. And this is what we learn. And this is what we speak. Until heaven's language becomes the believer's tongue. When the word speaks, heaven moves. When the believer declares, creation responds. And when we say it is written that, we are not quoting, we are commanding. Every promise stands, every storm bows, every prodigal returns, every sickness breaks. Because the word is not history, it is power. So keep speaking the Rhema, keep declaring the truth, and keep building the kingdom. Like, share, comment, and subscribe, and let the world hear the sound of heaven through you. This is Bible Truth, where the Word becomes voice.